Morning, everyone, or afternoon, almost afternoon. Just figured I'd go live, give you guys a little bit of a look at the roads. I'm apologizing right now. My voice is still recovering from Sunday's Bills game that I was proudly happy to be at. That was an awesome game, but I apologize for my voice right now. It's actually a lot better than it has been the past couple days. I've actually kind of been unable to talk or not even be understood, but figured I'd come live, give you guys a little bit of a look at the live road conditions, as well as some updates on the forecast. So I'm going to actually shut my blades off. It'll give you guys a little bit of a look at what we're dealing at. So you can see right there already, kind of looks like rain. Doesn't even look like snow really building up on the windshield. And that's kind of what we're dealing with right now, is we're starting to transition into some rain. So I left the office just now and it was reading 34 degrees. So we're kind of in this real nasty transition between snow and rain. Little bit of sleet I think I've even seen come down, or that grapple and that more intense bands if you're looking at radar scope. So this is a very extremely dense snow that's currently falling. So dense and heavy that while I was brushing off the truck, I actually broke my snow brush. It's that heavy to move. So again, if you are planning on, let me turn this fan down a little bit. If you are planning on doing some shoveling, if you have any cardiac issues, back issues, stuff like that, you're gonna really want to make sure you're easy on yourself. Take frequent breaks. This stuff is extremely heavy. But again, you know, we're kind of entering this transition. I know a little bit closer out towards the lake, it's actually already just rain. It's not even snowing. So this is a really kind of a nasty snow right now that we're dealing with. It's super heavy, super wet. And that combination makes it super slick on the roads. I mean, I just left and the roads actually by the office were not in good shape. And as I was pulling out of the driveway, I was starting to already slip everywhere. And I am in four-wheel drive, snow mode, so it's pretty nasty. So we're actually jumping on I-86 right now. You can see traffic is very slow. There's a couple vehicles up ahead that actually have their four-ways on. And again, it's not much of a visibility problem. It's more just people going slow, taking it slow, because it is this really nasty, slushy snow. So right now we're only doing about 35 on I-86, and I am heading towards Jamestown. We're gonna get off and we're actually gonna go up, I think, towards like 60, towards Gary, Mayville, kind of those areas. So we're just gonna kind of wing it. And I apologize about the lower right-hand corner of this feed is kind of picking up my phone mount. I wanted to use the phone this time instead of our normal tablet that we have stream up on the dashboard. It's a little bit of a better, clearer picture. And also it'll allow me to kind of just rip it off the mount and take it outside and stuff and show you guys around if I decide to get out and show you guys some out of the vehicle pictures, or out of the vehicle kind of stuff. But I am using the tablet that I normally use. It's actually sitting right on my center console, and I do have radar up, and I am watching this little bit of a burst that's, it looks like it's kind of traversing the I-86 corridor. Actually, it's got a bit of a northeast trajectory, so that's why I think I'm gonna get off and get off at the Jamestown exit and take 60 up into Gary and stuff. And we'll kind of just intercept that little more of an intense part of the storm and see what we're getting there. If we're getting, you know, some sleet, rain, maybe even see if the winds are picking up a little bit in that. But yeah, we're doing now 30 miles an hour on 86. So again, it's not a visibility problem, it's a slick problem. It's very, very slick out right now. So as we go on throughout the day, again, guys, I apologize for my voice. I'm still recovering from the Bills game that I attended on Sunday. So a lot of screaming at that game. In the past 2 days, I actually had no voice. So this is kind of more the first time I can talk. But I apologize for that. So as we continue on throughout the day, temperatures may rise a couple more degrees. And all this snow should really kind of start turning to rain, but it's really going to make it just a mess. You've got this already wet, heavy snow on the roads. It's very slick. I'm already seeing some people comment, wow. Seeing some people comment that it's actually already raining where they are. All right, so we're gonna get off the exit here. Like I said, I think we're gonna take 60 up towards Gary and stuff and kind of get a look at. Actually, it looks like Sinclairville, Gary, and all that are kind of already starting to get into the heavier parts that I'm seeing on radar. Let's see, Elizabeth, very bad, especially going up the hills. Yeah, it's kind of, I think, one of those days that if you don't have to be out, don't go out. There's just, really no point in risking it. Because like I said, this is just really soupy, sloppy, slick snow. Obviously, everyone's kind of noticing that and already going very slow. Like I just kind of got into this lane here and I'm already kind of sliding. Oh, no traction. I just did a little bit of a brake test and there's like no traction. So now this is northbound Route 60 heading towards the town of Gary. So again, you can see it's not, the roads aren't horrible, but this little bit of slush kind of accumulation is slick. Deborah, drive safe. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. I am kind of keeping, sorry about that, guys. Cell signal's really not great going up Airport Hill here, so it'll kind of cut in and out a little bit. But this is Airport Hill. You can see this is sloppy. This is really kind of crappy. The right lane looks real, it is unusable. You kind of really just got to flow with the lane that most of the traffic, and as I say that, this guy's cutting over to the right lane. Oh, he's turning, okay. But yeah, that lane is, you can see the tracks from previous vehicles. There's people there, you could tell people were struggling to get up the hill in that right lane. Oh, we've got an accident or something up here. All right, so just timestamp 12:02 p.m. December 10th, we've got what looks like an accident or something coming down the other side of Airport Hill here. Emergency vehicles off to the right-hand side. And these road conditions are very, very poor. Oh, yeah. Just brake test it again before I approach here to see how much traction I have. It's very minimal. So it looks like we got Chautauqua County EMS, Fluvanna, Town of Ellicott. Oh, actually, it doesn't even look like an accident. I wonder if that's a medical emergency. That vehicle that they're by doesn't look like it hit anything or anything like that. It looks like possibly just a medical emergency. These road conditions are crap, though. Really not good. So again, this is Route 60, just coming down the other side of Airport Hill. About to enter the town limits of Gary here. I was trying to kind of get up into Gary and Sinclairville. I still will, but there was kind of this little burst section I was seeing on radar I wanted to kind of get in. But I think these road conditions have slowed me down so much that I'm not going to be able to intercept that little bunch there, that little heavier squall that I was looking at. Emily asked, out of curiosity, what kind of vehicle, oh, that comment kind of disappeared, are you driving in? Seems to handle pretty well. So I am actually, wow, the road's kind of just really cleared up as soon as I got off that hill. So I am actually in a Ford F-150 right now. This is actually a rental vehicle because my truck, I bought that back in October. I unfortunately hit a deer with it already. So that's kind of in the collision shop right now being repaired. I should hopefully have it back here in the next week or so. But this is an F-150. The truck I normally drive is a Ram 1500. Sorry. I used to have a Ram 2500, so this is a Ram 1500 that I drive. But yeah, this one drives pretty well. It's not bad, especially for a rental. All right, so we're just coming into the town of Gary. You can see that road's really, really cleared up here kind of when I got off Airport Hill, but Airport Hill's an absolute mess. So definitely, if you're going out at all today, you're definitely going to want to avoid Airport Hill because hasn't been maintained well. It's very slick. There's actually some EMS personnel and stuff on Airport Hill tending to what looked like a kind of more of a medical emergency. It didn't look like an accident, so just use caution if you go out today. Again, if you don't have to go out today, it's probably best you don't. In Salamanca, it's like a slush mix. Would rather just see it snow. Yes, I agree. If it's going to snow, I'd rather just see it snow. Like a nice powdery, fluffy snow. This is a really heavy, high moisture content snow just because we're hovering around that freezing mark. Actually, right now I'm showing 32 on the vehicle. I know when I left the office, the weather station was actually showing 34. So we're kind of in this really crappy mix of slush and heavy snow. Perrysburg has a rain and snow mix, more snow than rain, roads are sloppy. Yep, Lori, I agree. I think it's kind of starting to get to that point everywhere in Western New York. We started out with this just being a snow, just a regular snow. Then we started getting into that mix, and now we're starting to see rain. It seems like the closer you get towards Lake Erie, where it's a little bit warmer, you're in kind of more of an all-rain scenario. Further away you get from the lake, temperatures come down a little bit, and it's just enough to get it converted back over to just snow. But I'll kind of show you, if we were just dealing with just snow, or like a real light powdery snow, it wouldn't stick to my windshield. But I'll shut the wipers off and you can see that it's kind of just this, it hits the windshield and it's so wet that it's rain, pretty much. And it looks like Andrew Stevenson, our chief forecaster, just posted radar showing a wintry mix of rain, snow, sleet across Chautauqua County. Yep, and that's definitely accurate. Kind of trying to take a gander at radar here, see what we're looking at. All right, so this is a 1203. It's a little expired. Let me look at the precip depiction. Oh yeah. Get on this little bit of a straightaway here, and I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a glimpse as to what radar looks like. All right, so that's kind of what radar looks like right now. You guys can see my dot where I'm at right now. So I'm kind of in between Gary and Sinclairville on Route 60. Huh. In between this kind of sleet, mixy kind of crap. That was kind of funny that you guys got to experience that live. You know, radar, as soon as I showed it to you guys, was all pink, kind of showing this wintry mix, and then all of a sudden it went blue. So you can tell even radar's having a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out if it's snowing, if it's a mix or sleet, stuff like that. So Route 60 actually is not all that bad as we come up into the town of Sinclairville, but if you hit this little slush patch in the middle of the lane, it really grabs a hold of you. So it's definitely one of those, you know, if you go out driving today, make sure you're not distracted at all. I mean, even I'm not looking at comments anymore. I'm kind of just focusing on the road, because if you hit this shoulder or this slush patch in the middle of the lane, it's going to yank you. And definitely don't want to spin out. All right, I think we're gonna get off here off the Sinclair Drive. We'll take a kind of look at that, take you on some back roads. I don't want to get too far towards the lakes because I will just end up transitioning over to all rain. And chasing rain really kind of isn't anything fun or spectacular. We want to look at this mixed bag of precipitation that's kind of going on. Oh, Sinclair Drive actually doesn't look bad either. So yeah, again, we've got this little slush patch in the middle of the lane, but there is a little bit of a slushy accumulation in the tire tracks too, and I can feel it kind of yanking the truck around a little bit, so So yeah, this is Sinclair Drive. We're just coming up on the measured mile sign. If you guys are in this area, you know what I'm talking about. Bob, hey Mitch, hey Bob, how are you this afternoon? Again, guys, apologize for my voice if you're just joining me. I've apologized a few times. It's really kind of just coming back. I was at the Bills game Sunday and kind of really lost it at that game, so this is actually the first day I can kind of talk and be understood, so apologize for that. I think when I get up to the end here, I think we'll take 380, kind of see how 380 is, and then we'll kind of head back up towards Airport Hill again so I can show you guys really how bad that hill is. Airport Hill is not in good condition. And again, I did already just pass it, and there was some EMS tending to what looked like a medical emergency. Didn't look like an accident, but I could be wrong. So just be careful if you are coming up Airport Hill or anything. Am getting a little bit of a growple too. I can hear it hitting the windshield. You also got to be careful too. Make sure your wipers are clear at all times, because my wipers are actually already starting to get this slush accumulation on it. And like I said, this moisture content in this snow is so high, it's just sticking to everything. Okay, 380 doesn't look bad. They're doing a really good job maintaining these roads. I mean, 60 wasn't bad aside from Airport Hill. 86 was really sloppy. But again, if you just follow the main lane that people are riding in, that's definitely the name of the game there. Other than that, though, I mean, these streets aren't bad. There's definitely a slush accumulation on them. I can feel the vehicle kind of wobbling back and forth. Speaking of windshields, I've actually got to snap mine real quick because they're starting to not function. Oop. There we go. Oh yeah, that's better. So for those that are wondering, this is Route 380. I believe this is classified southbound. I'm heading back towards like the town of Falconer, the city of Jamestown on Route 380 from Sinclairville. So just give you guys an idea of what direction I'm going and what road I'm on. Oh, this is just really sloppy road conditions. May not look bad on camera and stuff, but there is definitely this layer of slush across this whole road, not just in the shoulder, the center lane, it's in the tire tracks too. Those that haven't seen it either, you'll have to go check out our first little TikTok reel that we posted this morning. I just thought it was kind of funny, and I had to do it just to jump on the bandwagon of this new TikTok trend with this nightclub dancing. So you'll have to go check it out. It's on our wall. I think it kind of just represents everything we've kind of been dealing with here. Oh, just got yanked a little bit there. So yeah, the conditions on 380 here are kind of deteriorating a little bit. It wasn't bad when I first got on, but now we're starting to see some more accumulation on the road here. So vehicle showing 33 degrees when I left. I know my weather station was showing 34. We got down to 31 I seen when I was out driving. Now we're back at 33. So we're really in this mix between snow, sleet, kind of this rain. But regardless, the moisture content in whatever snow is falling is very high. So again, if you're shoveling, if you have any cardiac issues, back issues, make sure you take it easy, take frequent breaks. It's a very, very heavy snow. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get off 380 here. We'll go up Airport Hill just to kind of show you guys the condition of that. Like I said, Airport Hill was in some pretty nasty shape. So I'll get you guys another look at that. We'll also see if those EMS personnel are still there. Ooh, he kind of slipped a little bit while coming to a stop. All right, so we'll jog up Airport Hill here. I'm gonna take Kimball Stand Road. Oh, Kimball Stand Road doesn't look fun. Guess we'll see how well this truck can climb some hills in this crappy snow. So that's a police officer that just went by. I'm assuming he was the one assisting the EMS. Wow. I am actually having a bit of a time climbing this little hill. All right, so this is Airport Hill. You can see, you can forget using the right lanes because those are completely covered, have, you know, probably a couple inches of accumulation on them. Well, probably not that much, probably an inch. And the reason I show you kind of Airport Hill is because, again, when I'm down in the valleys and stuff like that, it actually gets warmer. So that's where we get more of that mix of rain and snow, whereas I come up Airport Hill, the temperatures are actually dropping. So I was just at 34, I'm already down to 32 and still coming up. Yeah, this is so sloppy. Oh, what do we got going on up here? It looks like a little bit of a traffic jam. Oh, no. What is going... We're definitely in an... Oh, maybe that was an accident. I just looked at the guardrail. The guardrail was hit. So it looks like the same EMS personnel that were here as I was coming down the first side are now dealing with an issue on this side. I think we may have a stuck semi, possibly. So the name of the game here, folks, avoid Airport Hill. Airport Hill is an absolute mess right now. I am not sure what's going on here. Looks like we got a trooper stopped. I think what we're looking at here I don't think it's an accident. I think this is more of a traction issue for a semi. Yeah, you can see, judging by the tracks here, this semi truck is struggling. Oh yeah, his tires are spinning. what a mess this hill is right now. Definitely avoid Airport Hill. Airport Hill is an absolute nightmare right now. It is not clean. It's very slick. Oh yeah, even I'm slipping. It's vehicles stuck, EMS personnel everywhere on Airport Hill. So right at the top of Airport Hill there, I actually got down to 31 degrees. Now coming back down, I'm at 32, and it'll probably keep coming up. And we're doing 20 miles an hour, so... I am not even sure I want to go into the city of Jamestown and take a look at that, because that's probably a mess too. But then again, we're storm chasers. That's what we do. That's how we show our followers the current situations. Again, guys, if you've been commenting or asking questions, I apologize if I haven't answered them. I have not been looking at the comments. I know Andrew's been on and off here, he may be answering some stuff. I'm not really paying attention to the stream. More just focusing on the roads, because this is really sloppy. So I'm just looking, those semis that were struggling on Airport Hill, it does look like they've made it down. They are behind me, so that's good. But yeah, this is just in between Jamestown and Gary. We're actually about to come into the city limits of Jamestown. Catherine, it's horrible in Jamestown. Yeah, why does that not surprise me? So actually, I thought it was going to be worse towards Sinclairville and Gary and stuff like that, but it actually wasn't that bad. It's definitely worse, kind of more towards the southern part of Chautauqua County. So we'll gander into Jamestown here and kind of take a look at that. We'll hit some secondary sides, see what the conditions are of that. But judging from what I'm seeing already, I wouldn't be surprised if the mains are clear. But the side streets, I'm sure, are absolutely horrible. Secondaries are probably... So just coming into the city limits of Jamestown right now. Catherine, because it's Jamestown. I hear you, Catherine. Jamestown does struggle with keeping their roads clear, but I mean, I get it. It's a lot of roads, a lot of side streets, a lot of on-street parking. I get it. It's. So yeah, this is Route 60, just coming into Jamestown here. People definitely taking it slower. However, the roads aren't bad. There is a slushy accumulation on them. And like I said, it is that very heavy snow, high water content. It's very slick. So definitely take your time. Lots of stopping distance. Don't speed. Just be mindful that it is very slick out. Ugh. Looks like Jamestown's got the sidewalk plows out too. Keeping up on those sidewalks, or trying to at least. Oh wow, looks like the snow is really heavy. If you look right over the top of this white vehicle, you can see the snowfall looks a lot heavier. And we're gonna head that way. So it does also look like the intersection of North Main and 2nd Street here in downtown Jamestown, the light looks to be malfunctioning as well. It is flashing red. I know they've been out kind of retuning some of these lights, so I don't know if that's them retuning it or if this is indeed a malfunction of the light. But you can see it is flashing red. So again, if a light is flashing red, treat it like a four-way stop. Oh, it does look like it's malfunctioning because they've got stop signs on the sides here too. So it looks like they've already been made aware that that light is malfunctioning. Bob, you said on the right or left, it looks like it's all directions is red. Earlier this morning, foot and coal light was out. Not sure if it is or not. Well, we'll go find out because that's the direction I'm taking. I'm going to take Foot Ave. I think maybe we'll bop down in the bus eye and stuff like that as well. All right, so this is Foot Ave, kind of coming back out of the downtown limits of Jamestown. So yeah, for the most part, I mean, Maine is main roads, I should say, are actually pretty clean. Again, a little bit of a slush accumulation on the shoulders and center lane or center parts of the lanes. Secondaries definitely look sloppy for sure. I'm sure that means the sides are even worse. So it looks like the light on Foot Ave and Cole is working just fine. All right, so coming down to the bottom part of Foot Ave here, kind of heading towards Frewsburg. I think I'm going to get off and we'll kind of head towards Bust-I and kind of see what it looks like out towards that way. Definitely not too bad. I would definitely say that Route 60 between Gary and Jamestown is the worst parts, especially Airport Hill. Airport Hill is an absolute nightmare right now. A lot of people having traction problems, stuff like that. All right, we'll get off here and start making our way over towards the Bust-I area. Actually, looking at radar too, it looks like everything pretty much from Erie County north is pretty much already all in rain. So just coming into the town of Busti right now. And if I lose cell signal, just stick with it. The video should come back once I regain, and I know cell signal can be a little spotty back here. So yeah, this road's not all that bad. It is kind of turning into a sleet kind of mix here, though. And I'm just looking at radar, kind of looking at where the heavier stuff is. I think it's actually over towards Asheville, Chautauqua, Westfield, Mayville. That's kind of the heavier stuff, it looks like. Let me get off Precept here. Yeah, so I'm not really in a nasty part of it, but I'll see if I can get up towards Asheville and Chautauqua and stuff. Oh, wind definitely picked up through here too. So this is coming down into the downtown parts of Busti. So now this is kind of the road in between Busti and Lakewood. I believe this is South Main Street. I'm not 100% sure what the street name is. Definitely more sloppy for sure. And there's a snowplow clearing out that lane. So yeah, this road's definitely got some slop on it too. It's actually just getting worse and worse the further I go. The road conditions have really deteriorated here. Alright, so I believe this is Baker Street that we're coming up on. Whew, it's slick. Very slick. Actually, we'll head over towards Asheville. So this is Baker Street heading towards Asheville, or Chautauqua Route 30, I believe it is also. You can see this is really kind of a nasty condition as well. So this is the intersection of Baker and Shady Side. Baker Street Extension in Shadyside. Definitely worse on the western side of the county for sure. Looks pretty messy as well. This is Big Tree Road, by the way, that I'm on, coming down into Lakewood. All right, now this is 394 again, heading back into Lakewood. All right, real quick, guys. All right, thanks for coming along today. I try to keep these about an hour when we're just kind of doing some road condition updates and live views and stuff like that. When we're not really chasing, we're just kind of showing you guys what the road conditions and everything look like, so you guys can make your decisions as far as travel and stuff that you plan on doing for today. So I think I'm a little over an hour or something like that, so I don't want to keep you guys going all day, but thank you all for joining along. Just so you guys know, there's a lot of new things that are kind of starting on our page as we approach the new year. So we've been talking a lot, and there's a lot of big changes coming. You guys will see we kind of did our first little TikTok post this morning. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Just a little funny, little goofy video that we did to kind of jump on a little bit of a TikTok train on this new song and stuff that people have been posting. Also, if you guys haven't seen already, there's now a new subscription-based thing for $4.99 a month. You guys can help support us, and you guys also get exclusive content. There's actually an exclusive group you'll be part of that we're going to be posting exclusive stuff to that. So for anyone that subscribes, will have access to that group and the exclusive content that comes with it. You also get a special badge and stuff. You also get recognition when you join our live streams and do any commenting and stuff like that to show that you are one of our subscribers and stuff. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. There's a lot more stuff that's happening. There's going to be a lot more exclusive content if you do sign up to be subscription, and of course you can cancel that at any time. But it is a way to support us. And we are also in the works of developing a studio, and we're talking green screens, cameras, all that stuff to really kind of start enhancing and bringing you guys better forecasts and content while we're out live. Maybe looking at doing things like if we're out chasing a tornado, that we'll have a forecaster or someone back at the office looking on a green screen, pointing out where we are, what we're looking at, the cells in question, stuff like that. So there's a lot of big things coming for 2026. 2025 was an absolutely incredible year. So we're looking to kind of capitalize on that and keep the momentum of growth going into 2026. And we're going to come out with a bunch of new stuff. So if you haven't already, check out that little TikTok video we put on this morning. Check out our new subscription thing. Again, you don't have to subscribe. It's something you can decide, but it does help us. And if you do decide to subscribe, thank you all so much. Your support really does go a long way, and we are taking everything that we earn in monetization and all that stuff from Facebook and putting it all back in. We're looking at merch. We're looking at things like car bumper stickers, obviously reinvesting, putting in the cameras, software, stuff like that to bring you guys something big for 2026. So thank you all for riding along with us today. Again, sorry for my voice. That Bills game really kind of ripped my voice apart. So hopefully you guys understood me, found this video helpful. And as always, keep those eyes to the skies. This is Mitch Bellinger, lead storm chaser and founder of the Western New York Storm Chasers. Stay safe, stay warm, and if I don't see it before then, which I probably will, have a very Merry Christmas. As always, eyes to those skies.